Subnautica. Now, when I say that name, what's the first thing that goes to your head? Because for me, I know personally, it's those goddamn Reaper Leviathans, that echoing roar when you're travelling near the Aurora for the first time, and seeing it slither along below your Seamoth. So let's take a deeper look into them today and do a short little video about where they originally came from and why they are at the Aurora crash site now. And without further ado, if you enjoy the Subnautica content, please drop a like, consider subscribing, and let's get right into the video. The Reaper Leviathan, largely regarded as one of the scariest Leviathans you can encounter during Subnautica. This creature was living a normal life, peacefully swimming around, hunting on its prey, and it lived mostly in the dunes, before one day, disaster struck the planet. Now, I'm sure all of you know, that ship was the Aurora created by the Aurora Corporation, and it had crash landed into the island of Subnautica, creating devastating effects on the wildlife there and the different biomes. It also leaked radiation into the water, infecting loads of different places and making it more difficult to survive for the local wildlife. So the question is, why are the Reapers there? Now, there are two theories to this, and we'll get into those in a minute. So let's start off with theory number one. So the first theory we've got is that the Reaper Leviathans were drawn to the sound of the Aurora crashing. Now, for those of you that don't know, these creatures are actually blind and rely on echolocation and sound to pinpoint where they are hunting their prey and where their prey is. So, obviously, a massive ship crashing and then further exploding into your island is a pretty loud noise indication of where some prey could be. And so, the first theory is just that. The Reaper Leviathans were just swimming around one day when suddenly this ship crashed, creating a loud noise for them, and they went to go over and investigate, thinking it is food for them, and it is very likely they managed to pick off a few unfortunate victims and a few poor souls that didn't make it off the Aurora in time. The second theory is the one that I personally believe to be true. Now, this is the fact that the Aurora actually crashed into where the Reaper Leviathans originate from, so where they live. Now, the proof I have to back this is, one, back in the olden days of Subnautica, so before it was released, the early sort of teasers we got, there was a whole thing of being a giant hole from the Aurora all the way down to the lava zone. And what's in the lava zone? Reaper Leviathan skeletons, and this was there because the sea dragon would actually come up to hunt for the Leviathans. Further proof to back up this theory is if you look at the area where the Aurora actually crashed. It is much like the dunes where the Leviathans originate from, and it could also be an island, as there is that sand, but that could just be kicked up sand from obviously the Aurora crashing in, but we do know that they also like to be around the floating island as well. So it could be extremely possible that it was just their living space and the Aurora had rudely and uninvitedly came in and crashed there, ruining where they lived, and also probably leaking a bit of radiation, destroying their food source, making them a little bit peckish. So there you have it. Those are my two theories on the reasons why the Reaper Leviathans would be around the Aurora during our time on Subnautica. Do you think my theories were correct? Have you got any better ideas? Please let me know in the comments below. And once again, I'm really sorry that this is not a lore heavy video. I just wanted to make a quick short one expressing my ideas. If you want to see more content like this, please drop a like, consider subscribing. I know I said it out at the start of the video, but it really does help out a ton. And other than that, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.